My name is Dan Pisarski. I'm the VP of Engineering for the Americas for LiveU. And I don't want to give too much information myself because I want to get to some use cases that Rudy brought that show customers who are using LiveU first mile gear and then the Switchboard Live platform to reach many destinations at the same time, including sometimes on the same social platform, to show that example of a use case, which I think is really interesting, as well as reaching destinations that are on different platforms at the same time. So for anybody that's not already familiar with LiveU, just a real quick background. We've got 10 years experience in the electronic news gathering space, where our gear is used by every major news gathering organization across the globe. And what we wanted to do when we designed what we call the LiveU Solo product line is bring that reliability that NBC News, Fox News, CNN, all of the major news orgs out there have relied on for 10 years and bring it to the people that are streaming to online platforms like Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. So I committed the cardinal sin of a hardware manufacturer to show up to the show without an actual piece of hardware, or forgot to bring one. They should probably just throw me out over that. But I brought a picture. That's close enough. This is our new HDMI only model. If you're not an SDI camera user, it'll save $500 on the cost of the unit. But the core of the technology is bonding. We take more than one IP connection, bond them together. Usually that's an LTE modem, so that you can be anywhere in the world. You can be mobile, you can be on the move, and still get a live signal out. And I think Rudy will talk about some of the cases where that was a key part of the productions that they were doing, was being able to shoot from anywhere. So, we've a lot of great brands using our technology along with the Switchboard Live technology to get to the social platforms and get their brand message out to their customers. So with that little bit of introduction, I'm going to turn it over to Rudy.
Thanks, Dan. Hey guys, my name is Rudy Ellis. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Switchboard Live. And we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of give you guys some real-world use cases of LiveU Solo in the field paired with Switchboard Live for the delivery. Brief background on ourselves is our core focus is really on the distribution element, right? So you have a great encoder like a LiveU Solo or a LU200, and you need a way to be able to grow and connect and engage your audience. And so that's our mission, is create a simplified way for that to happen. And so here's a great use case for Monster Energy. They're one of our clients where they had a FMX event. It was in Las Vegas last year. And one of the things that was really unique about this event is they were able to incorporate the actual riders channels, right? And so the event itself was carried on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. But one of the things that our platform allows them to do is be able to integrate more of the riders as a part of the stream. So for Monster, who has this great content, they want to make sure that it's being seen by various folks. We have a way where we can make it really easy for those channels to be a part of that stream. And so as you can see, for Monster to have this event and create this content, being able to go to each individual riders channels. And so when their riders channels went live, their subscribers were notified to say, hey, Axel or Rider A channel went live, so they're tuned in, and it created this kind of viral element with live content. Here's another unique use case where a new television show was airing on TBS. It's called People of Earth, and so what they want to do is kind of create a unique way to see and engage with folks that may want to see this type of content. And so what they did is they created a kind of like a fireside chat. They had some of the actors, Conan O'Brien was there, and part of the distribution strategy was, hey, let's get this in front of Conan's audience on Facebook, as well as People of Earth Facebook channel, as well as TBS. And what they actually did is throughout the fireside chat, they actually streamed the show 2 days before it aired on TBS. So it was a great way for them to be able to get some real-time feedback, comments, take questions about a show before it even aired, real time. So one of the things I want to kind of show you here is, traditionally, when you're streaming a live event, you're going to pick a platform and make sure all your marketing and messaging dollars are sent to that platform to tune in, watch at that specific time. And so that's kind of like, our value prop, obviously, is right. We're making sure from a distribution strategy, you're able to connect, engage, and grow your audience by putting the content on all the various destinations that matter to that publisher, whether you're a brand, whether you're an agency, whether you're doing some type of product reveal. And what I wanted to showcase here is Harley-Davidson actually had a great opportunity where they had an event called, it was ESPN Hooligan through the Summer X Games. And one of the things they wanted to do is they really wanted to be able to syndicate this out to all the various Harley-Davidson dealerships, globally. And one of the things we made really easy was they were able to live publish to over 160 different destinations. Actually, it was 182. 160 of them were Facebook channels. So we have a unique way where, out in the field, at this event, hook up a solo to their production crew and stream that into our platform, and we're able to make that go live on all the various destinations. And each of the different Harley dealers worldwide had their communities, and they're all tuning in. And then for Harley as a brand, we're able to get some great reach. And one of the things we also do is, after an event, you want to see how effective that live stream was. And so we're able to pull kind of analytics, 24 or live 24 hours, and then slowly after the event as well. So you can really see the effectiveness of that live stream. Here's another use case for a company for an event that happened actually 2 weeks ago down in Bolsa Chica, where Valero put on Motor Beach Classic. Again, another flat track racing event. And this is just kind of showcasing one of the things that we do is they had a bunch of great sponsors that were part of this. Indian Motorcycle, Valero, obviously, Roland Sands, and they wanted to really extend the reach for this content. And we have a way where you as either a participant can also participate in that stream. And we have an event page where you can go and add your destinations, and then that funnels back into your channel. And the publisher can now publish to your channel as well as all the various destinations. And so that's how we make it really easy for this event to reach over 78 unique destinations. And here's a kind of a breakup for some of the channels that participated: Hurley and Cycle World Magazine and Trans World Motocross. And so this is just a quick snapshot of paired with a encoder and field with using the Switchboard platform, how you're able to really grow and reach various users. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask myself or Dan. We could talk a little bit more about some of the use case. Here's my contact information if you want to learn more. Thanks.
Thank you.
So I guess we'll open it for any questions.
The example you gave was the hard.
Hold on just a second. We want to get you.
Oh, sorry.
Want to get you on the video. That was surprisingly brief. Caught me off guard. All right. Give me your name and your question.
My name is Dan Sweeney, and my question, if I understand this right, with the Harley example, 180 streams or 180 different Facebook channels.
Correct.
So your system actually sent out, probably did one encode and then pushed 180 different RTMP feeds at that point?
Yeah. So what we do is we handle the publishing to those pages. So the authentication, the publishing, and actually the post.
Okay.
So we're able to do that, automatically.
And so my follow-up would be, did Facebook come back and say, because it seems redundant, right? Technically, really only one feed needs to go to Facebook. Has Facebook ever come back to you and said, maybe we need a mechanism that we do the distribution on their end? Meaning they had one video feed and then multiple people from different channels could take that feed. Does that ever come up?
So I know Facebook has that feature where it'll be like a share, right? So you can share that, amongst friends or constituents. No, they haven't come back to us about that. But the power of that is each of those Harley dealerships have communities, right? So where they're at globally. And so there was a way for them to track and keep control of the messaging for that particular post. So, different geographic locations are able to engage with, folks that want to watch that live content independently, which was separate than, just kind of doing a social share, which those messages, you can't see when you do it from a share standpoint.
Okay. We got a couple more. Great. Give me your name and question.
Hi, yes, my name is Pat. The question would be if you can use different encoders at different times. In other words, if you're out in the field, you're using a LiveU, but you're back in the studio, maybe you're coming through a different encoder. Are you able to use one account and be able to bounce back and forth between different sources, but still keep all the same account information?
So right now, our platform, our cloud platform, one of the things that I didn't mention, so all of these events will run through our cloud platform, which it's in early access right now. We have about 75 clients on that. What we support in our cloud platform is multiple inputs. So you can manage multiple encoders coming in and manage the distribution for the output. Can't switch between them, but you can actually manage them all from one centralized location. So multi-in, multi-out.
In a couple of those examples, you had people that had multiple LiveU solos, right? So that they would take, a few in the field, do different coverage around
Yep.
the event, and manage it all through their platform.
So you could route, but not switch live seamlessly. Correct.
Okay, we have one here.
On your Harley show or other shows, do you have sponsorship integrated into the show? And is that an issue with Facebook, as the guy in the room next door from Facebook told me it was an issue?
So because we're not producing, the actual content, there wasn't really sponsorship as a part of the show. You have to adhere to their terms and conditions. So for us, we're just focusing more on the delivery part of that. For that actual event, it was all Harley branded content, live that was in there. But there wasn't any sponsorship content that was produced as part of the stream.
No commercials?
No commercials. As long as it's relevant to the stream.
Did I see anybody? Any other hands? Any other hands? I'm not missing anybody. All right. A round of applause for Dan, Rudy.
Thank you.